All right, y'all. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday. We are back with our lives. I have missed you guys. It's been a whole week. As you guys know, sometimes, well, some of you guys might know, I'm a personal stylist. I do lives. I've been doing live for maybe like the past month and a half. And we're in our 60 Days to Attractive series. Okay. This is what we're on right now. All right, so today we're going to be really focused on recapping what we've done so far, as well as really breaking down style. Today's focus is going to be on style. I hope you guys like my fit for the day. This was my church fit. We're rocking it for the day, honey, okay? And we're going to get into all things style. I've been a personal stylist for 11 years. I work with men and women. I know a lot about all the topics that we're going to talk about tonight. I could write and talk extensively about them, but I'm going to keep us to about an hour, okay? All throughout this live, feel free to drop any questions you guys might have, any comments. I am going to go through questions at some point during the live today, but I have a whole series and lesson that I want to go through, so it's going to be a little bit of all of that, okay? But we're not too stuffy in here. I try to be as, I don't want to say relatable, but like, listen, I'm not doing a keynote. I'm here with y'all. I'm chilling. It's a Sunday. You're probably in your freaking jammies. So we're gonna keep it real raw, real. If you've ever been on any lives, you know it's not gonna be stuffy. It's not gonna be fake. I'm gonna be honest about all the topics, especially because no one else is as honest with you guys, and it shows. It shows that no one is telling y'all you look a mess. It shows that no one is telling you you look crazy. It shows that no one is telling you you are dusty, ma'am. It shows. And so if no one is telling you that in your life, either you're doing really well or you haven't found the right person. Me. Okay? I've been really happy to meet a couple of the people from lives who are booking image audits. If you at any point are like, Carla, I want to know where I am with my image. How am I doing? What could I improve? And what specifically could I improve? I don't want to just know I could get better. Carla, do you have specific things that you could tell me? Absolutely, I do. If you are that person, you want to click on the orange bubble, okay, and send in your email. I'm going to follow up with you so that you can sign up for an image audit. Image audit, life-changing. I'm so glad that so many of you guys have signed up for it. And actually, I'm going to be meeting a couple of you guys in person. It's a whole thing. Can you believe it? It's a whole thing. So I'm going to put this right up here. Okay? I'm going to put that right up here. Now, so today, let's start with a quick little recap. So over the past few weeks, I've been going through the attractive chart. I've been calling it the heartness chart. We need a good name for it. I love naming things, but I don't have a name yet. Okay? So we all know the scale of 1 to 10. Okay? Hotness factor, right? It's, if you're a 10, you're a certified hottie, obviously. If you're a 1, we understand what that means, the polar opposite. But I also want to talk about what lives in the middle and how we have so much room to grow at all times, at any given time. If you believe the lie that looking attractive and being fine or attractive or hot or whatever you want to say is genetics only, you are being lied to, okay? You are being lied to. Genetics is not the only thing that we have. In fact, most of the time when you are seeing people and you think they look so good, they are put together. They are more put together than not. And that's why people who might have great genes but don't do any self-care to themselves, you just pass over them, okay? So we are going to focus on today the big 3, which is style that likes you back, great skin or makeup, and hairstyles that like you back. And how that gets us on this chart and where that lands us, okay? Okay. Thank you, darlings. Yes, this was my dress today. It's not Easter dress, clearly, because it's not Easter, but this was my dress for the day, so I'm here bringing it to y'all. I figure we're going to really be talking extensively about style, so why not make sure that we're the living proof of that, okay? Why not make sure we're bringing it all the way? All right, beautiful. Now, scale of 1 to 10. And obviously right here, babe, I'm writing 5. Because that's right in the middle. And what do you think that is? What do we think the 5 is? The 5, it's the middle. It's the average. Is it not? Is it not? But where do we think that most people land on a scale of 1 to 10? Do you think that most people are closer to a 10, closer to a 5, closer to a 1 on your day-to-day? I'm talking about today. If you went out, if you went to a farmer's market, if you went to church, if you went to a library, if you went somewhere today and you were thinking about all the people that you saw, where do you think people, for the most part, land? I want to see answers. I want to see answers on this. This is a real question. It's a real question. I want to know, where do you think that most people land on this chart? Where do we think? Where do we think? I'm seeing 7s. I'm seeing 7s. Okay? I'm seeing 6. I'm seeing a 5. I'm a 7 in my city, but in reality, I'm a 5. That's funny. I love that for you. Okay? I love when the teacher used to scale the test in our favor because we were all failing. So she's like, oh my gosh, everyone's failing. So let's kind of scale the grade up. I love that for you. Okay. We've got 5. We've got 7. 7, 5. Okay. So most people think that the average person is around a 5. And I totally agree with that. In fact, I would say, and I'm going to tell you why I say this, that most people actually live around a 4 or 5. This is normal. Okay. So you're at 5, you're going to see like just average. Okay. That's average. Do you know what a 4 is? Does anyone have a wild guess on what a 4 could be? Anybody, just shoot an answer. What do you think the 4 would be? If number 5 is average, right? What do you think 4 is? What do you think 4 is? If a 5 is average. If a 5 is average. Okay. And if you don't know if you're a 4, a 5, a 10, a 7, a 2, sign up for an image audit. Drop your email in the orange bubble. I want to talk to you. Okay. So number 4 is what I call dusty. We're getting to dusty. This is dusty territory. Now it's going to start. Now this is average dusty. Okay. Now what do we mean by average dusty? Okay. This is the person who really, should just be passable as a 5. Where like, you don't think they look great, you don't think they look horrible, but you're like, they look a little unkept, a little uncared for. That's where dusty really starts to come in. Okay? This is the beginning of the downward slope. And a lot of you thinking that people are unattractive is them showing that they don't care for themselves. Like they don't take care of themselves at that level. That's really the difference. It's like, have you ever seen those makeovers they give to people who are unhomed or unhoused, right? All of a sudden, they give them a haircut, they give them a little something for their skin, they change their little outfit, and you're like, you know what? You know what? Trevor is working with something. But you would have gave him dusty average. That's why I tell you, it's not just genetics. It's what are you doing or not doing to your packaging. Okay, so this is the beginning of dusty average. Now, once we start going down here, it starts getting really rough. Okay, it starts getting rough because this is where, when you're below dusty average, especially, this is where people have a really hard time. Because when you're a 5, yes, you might not get compliments, right? But you also don't get dissed. You're also not getting the negative side effects, right? You're kind of, again, you're coasting. Is coasting good? No, but it's not horrible. It's not horrible. Okay? But once you start to get 1, 2, and 3, these are the people who you see go online and talk about, and they're in Reddit. They're in the Reddits. They're on YouTube. They're on all the socials talking about how much of a hard time they're having in dating. Oh my gosh. Like they're always complaining about, it sucks to be ugly, blah, 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 blah. These are these people right here. Okay? Dusty, 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 okay? Where this number 4 is dusty average, dusty mid average, right? 3, 2, and 1 is like you're just having a hard time. So if a person who was a 5, let's say a friend was trying to introduce you to someone who was a 5, you'd be like, okay, you know, he's not bad, he's all right. Down here, you're like insulted that they're even trying to hook you up with this person, right? This is dangerous. This is dangerous. I don't want anyone here. And you don't have to live here. You guys are choosing it. This is a choice. This is a choice. But most of the time, the choice that's happening here to stay very low and show the world that you don't care about yourself, you don't upkeep yourself, you don't try, and so your image, instead of just being average, is but way below there. The thing is that people here usually have a really negative self-perception and mindset. There's a lot of mindset that goes into anything in this world, including your image. So these people here just believe, I'm unlucky. My life sucks. I'm unlucky. I'm ugly, right? Let's call them the unlucky, right? Because they believe that they're so unlucky that no matter what they would do, quote unquote, this is their theory, no matter what they would do to try to look good, they would never look good. They would still be like a pig with lipstick on. They have sad stories, sap stories, and they were already dusty average, probably at some point in their life, and then it just kept going down because they felt more and more horrible for themselves. Okay? Horrible. Worst place to be. Worst place to be. Okay? Now, the great thing is, no matter where you are, you can move. You are not stagnant. Okay? Ooh, am I circling? Let me just circle all of them, man. The thing is, you can actually move. That is what I'm here to teach you guys all about. How to move. If you've ever seen any of my content, then you know that I have given men and women makeovers for years. Go on my YouTube, go on anything that I have, any social I have, you'll see some makeovers. And I very often move people from dusty average, hello, to sevens. 7 is at least the point that we want to be. This is where you break ground, okay? The 7 is the attractive mode. Okay? This is where life shifts. 7 and higher, yeah. You're cooking with grease. You're cooking with grease. Because now, in any scenario, you're presented, whether it's workplace, romantic, socially, people are like, yeah, they look good, or they're cute, or they're put together, they look hot, they're pretty, they're good looking. Like, there's nothing bad about the appearance to say here. Down here, it gets tricky. 6 is like where you're on that line. You might as well go over to 7, because this is like average cute. Okay? Average cute. So hopefully you're having a good day so that you are less average and more cute that day. That's why I say cross that line, get to 7. Okay? So when you guys were saying, right, that 7, most people are 7s, I'm like, that's not true. That is not true. Let me prove to you that's not true. When you go out, right, let's say again, you're at the mall, you're at the farmer's market. What do you guys do on Sundays? Can somebody tell me what you guys do on Sundays? Put it in the chat. Put it in the chat. I want to know where were you guys at today? Where were you guys at? Where were you guys at? Where did you go? Did you go to a coffee shop? Did you go to a farmer's market? I mean, were you at home? That's okay too. I just want to know. Like, give me a scenario. Someone give me some scenarios. The people went to Costco. Yes, that's a very hot place on a Sunday. Hot place to be. I mean, when I pass, the parking lot is packed to the brim. All right, Costco, yeah. YMCA, Pilates, yes. Grocery store, farmer's market, Costco. Everybody was at Costco. See what I'm saying? I knew it. I knew Costco's was hot. Now, let's say you go to Costco's, okay? The other people were going to the mall, right? Sports event, great. You're in all these places. You're passing numerous people. I mean, packed, right? How many of them do you look at once and then twice again, like, because they look good? How many people, when you were in that store, did you not just like, you're walking, cool. Everybody's passing. Everybody's passing because they're all here. They're so average, you're just used to it. But the people who are here, you kind of look again because they caught your eye subconsciously. You didn't even catch yourself as to why you just did that, why you just you did a double take, and then you're like, wait, stop staring at people. But your brain saw something that was beautiful and clocked it. That's how I know most people are not attractive. Because in a sea of people, you aren't doing that to everyone. right? Most people are going to be in your average zone. But every once in a while, you'll see somebody. It could be a woman, it could be a man, it could be anybody. And you're like, ooh, yeah, they look good. Like subconsciously, like, they look good. I did that to one person today. Only. Okay? Like, that's what I'm trying to say. It's not a consistent thing. Unless you're living somewhere where, like, you're maybe in Miami and, like, you're in a place where everyone's trying to be super duper hot all the time. For the rest of the population of people, that's not happening. You're not doing double takes all the time. You're doing that once or twice. Am I right? Am I fair? That's what I'm saying. People are like 0, 1, very few. That's what I'm saying. People are not that attractive when you go out. I'm trying to get you guys to a 7 because just a 7 is enough to break ground and get people to notice. Just enough. People are always like, oh, Carla, how do I get to a 10? Well, first of all, can you leave this place first? Is that a fair ask? Is that fair? Like, again, I'm not trying to get you to be a freaking Dean's List student if you're getting D's right now. Right? Can we get to C pluses and B minuses before you're like, I only make A's and B's? Like, chill out. Right? Before you try to be that person and try to kill yourself in the process. Can you get right here? Who wants to get right here to a 7? Okay? I'm just trying to get you somewhere that not only can you get to twice a year, you live here. You look good regularly. Going to the gym, going to Costco, going to the farmer's market, going on a date, going on an interview, going to work. You just look good. And I'm going to show you that it's so easy to look good. Okay? It's not as hard as we think it is. All right? So I'm trying to get you to 7. Maybe after the 60 Days to Attractive, this kind of intro course, I'm going to put the fan on, I'm hot. Maybe after this, then we'll go to 10. Because that's a lot of work. And if you ain't clocked into 7, I fear that you'll get scared and run away from what it takes to be a 10. Which I've shared already. I've shared the breakdown and like what the 9s and 10s are doing on a daily basis. I don't think you're ready yet. So let's get to it, okay? Let's get to it. Now, the big 3. Who knows what the big 3 is? Who knows what the big 3 is? If you do not know what the big 3 is, pay attention, okay? Pay attention because you definitely need this. Now, as I'm talking, the big 3 are the only 3 components you need to move your needle from average land to attractive. From below average, even unlucky zone, okay, to attractive. The only big 3. Does anyone know? Does anyone know? They were eating me up. They were eating me up this weekend because I dropped a video, a very casual video, and it went viral. And all these people are like, what's the big 3? What's the big 3? I'm like, oh, you guys don't know me. I forgot. People don't know. Not everybody knows me online. Duh. And so thousands and thousands of people saw it and they're like, what is the big 3? Well, I'm going to talk about it. Okay? I'm going to talk about it. Somebody say, let me see. Somebody says hair, nails, and skin. Close, but you're not there. And you see, that's why we can't get to 10 yet. We can't get to 9 and 10 if we don't have the big 3 that's going to get you to a 7 first. I'm trying to get you to pass the class. Okay? And we're not passing yet. Who has the answers? Who has the answers? Okay? We've got hair, clothes, teeth, body. Okay, wait, hold on. Hair. Okay. You guys are missing one thing, though. You guys are missing one thing. Hair is on there. But what else? Y'all missing one thing. Okay, hair. Hair's definitely on there. The hair has to like you back, honey. And the hair is not just about you going to the top, most expensive, exclusive hairstylist in your city and she does my hair. Does it like you? When you walked out of that hair salon, did you look better? Not just the hair looking good. Not that she did a great job with the dye bowl and you were sitting there for hours and you got lifted and bleach and tone. No. Does it look good on you? Does it make you look like, oh my, Like, ooh, that you need to keep that hairstyle. If people are saying something like that to you, that's your hair. Okay? All right. Because I don't know about you, I've seen a lot of videos on TikTok where they turn the girl around to look at her hair, and I'm like, honey. Turn her back around to start over. It's not good. It's not good. Okay? So hair, yes. Then we got, yes, somebody answered correctly. Skin/makeup. I'm not taking just skin as an answer from you guys. That is incorrect. Skin/makeup. The girls need to be doing skin and makeup. Okay? Now, this can be touchy. I find that the girls who are like 26 and up, a lot of them actually struggle more with makeup. Now, the 15-year-olds, they got us on lock. They know how to do makeup. I mean, wow. Incredible. But there's almost like this awkward age of people I'm finding, like around like 26 to like 36. They don't really know how to do makeup much. We need both. So those people don't get to come and say, oh, well, my skincare, and I now have a routine. But what about the makeup, though? Because it's not always a time to be barefaced. It's just not. Oh, you're going out to what? I have a lot of clients who are on stage giving keynotes. They're giving presentation. Where's the makeup? You're on camera. Hello, right? And also, even if you're not on camera, all the women, are we reading the articles that are saying that women who are put together, hair, makeup done, 20 to 30% more in salary? Hello. And I know this is true because it happens to my clients all the time. Everybody that you work for is vain. This, you don't get to skip. That's why I had to stay there. Because skin is not the answer. Skin/makeup is correct. All right? And then style. And then style. In no particular order. It's the big three. I could put this on top. These must be done. They must all like you. And I know some of y'all are going to say, what about the body? What about the body? Body is when we got to get over here, honey. Okay? When it's time for us to go swim with the big fish, the big dogs, we got to get the body together. I'm with you. But I'm telling you, again, proof is in the pudding of the makeovers I have shared. When I share makeovers of clients going from 4s to 7s, none of them have changed their body at all. And people are in the comments like, oh my gosh, she looks so good. Oh my gosh, she looks so good. Oh, I'm telling you, you do not need that to get to the attractive. Now, when you want to go play with the big dogs, with the hotties, yeah, you do. You do have to have the sweet potato cut down the middle to go over here. I'm just giving you the data, okay? I'm just giving you the data. Now, somebody saying nails, outfit. Outfit, that's style, honey. Nails is an extra. Nails are extra. Nails and lashes are extra. They're not required to get you to attractive. That's the problem. They've marketed it so well, people think that that's required. It's not. Okay? I had a video a couple months ago to prove this point because people have been asking me that for years. Carla, you haven't said nails. You didn't say lashes. I proved it by showing some of the most iconic style moments of all time. And then I showed them and I said, hey, look at these pictures. And I said, what did they have on their nails? What did they have on their lashes? I showed Zendaya in some outfit. I showed Kate Hudson in that yellow dress, How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. I showed J-Lo in that green dress. I showed so many iconic moments. And nobody knew what was on their nails. And nobody knew if they had lashes or not. Everybody remembered, oh, she had her hair up. She had that beautiful dress. Her makeup was like really light and dewy. People remember that. Nails don't matter. As long as, again, they're not distracting. If you have a cut down, clean, bubble bath, and the rest is hitting, that's what matters. Okay? I'm sorry to break it to you. Okay? I know you might be balling out at the nail salon. You can continue to do so. I love a ball out. Okay? But if you're balling out and forsaking some of these, you're a little backwards. We're a little backwards. Okay? This is the big three. Okay? Now, the only thing that I will add, that if this is not at least passable, that you do have to put it before all of these, is teeth. Okay? Now, the only reason I'm going to put a little asterisk on this is I'm talking about people who have distracting teeth. And if you have distracting teeth, you know exactly who you are. Because every time you feel like you meet somebody or you talk to somebody, you feel like they're all up in your grill. Literally. All up in your mouth. Looking at the bottom row. Looking at the top row. Like, if you have a distracting teeth smile, you have to put that first. But most people don't. Most people don't. If I go to like a Starbucks, if I go somewhere, I'm not often going to see people with distracting teeth. And when I do, I kind of remember it. Yeah. That's why I'm like, if your teeth are distracting, you're missing a lot of teeth, chipped teeth, things moving too much. Like, if you have a lot of issues that are distracting here, you got to fix that. But if you had braces and you've got like an average smile, you don't even have to fix that yet. Again, teeth, if they're distracting, priority. If they're not distracting, you can make them even more perfect when we get to 9 and 10 zone. Okay? Again, this is the big dogs. Is that fair? Oh, is that fair? Is that fair? Okay, some of y'all, I'm going to say this right now. Some of y'all, I'm not going to entertain BS. Oh, I don't know if you guys know, I'm strict. I'm strict. I don't entertain BS. There's a lot of BS that people will try to come in, and they usually are these people right here. The unlucky. People that always have some kind of negative stance around something. I don't have time for it, and that's all I will say. I'm going to keep moving on. All right? Period. Now, let's keep moving. Okay? So we've got the 3. We've got the big 3. Now, in all of these genres, what we are wanting to see is that everything likes you back. Okay? So there's like a smart aleck asking about European standards. When the hell did I say anything about European standards? Please go journal about that. That's a journaling issue, okay? Because I've never said anything about that. What I've said is that everything needs to like you back. So I don't care if you have locks. I don't care if you have a fro. I don't care if you have bangs. I don't care if you're a redhead. I don't care what the hell you've got on your head, but it has to like you back. And I find that people make hair decisions based off of what is trendy and not what likes them. Okay? So that's what this is about. Second, skin and makeup. Skin, you need to have a elaborate skincare routine. Elaborate, right? And what I mean by that is not that you have 80 steps and it takes you an hour, but it can't just be a face wash and SPF. If we're finding that we're just cleaning, but not doing anything extra to treat our skin, to brighten, to tighten, to firm, to create plumpness, to add glow, to add something that is appealing and alluring, we've missed the plot, okay? Makeup, that also has to like us back. I did an image audit with one of you guys 3 or 4 days ago, and one of the first things I called out was her makeup. Her makeup, number one, the colors of the makeup that she was choosing were completely off for her. She was choosing a lot of like brownie, bronzy tones, and she is a winter. So she needed brighter, clearer colors. I gave her some color suggestions for blush, lipstick. We needed more brightness. That was the first thing. And she had a very round face and was not shaping her face. So again, the makeup has to like you back. Okay? And then style. When I say style needs to like you back, what does that mean? Well, that means you need to be dressing your body type well, right? The body type you have right now, not from college, not from 10 years ago, and not the one that you're hoping to have after your next mommy makeover. I'm talking about right now, today, okay? The body type you have right now, as well as personal style, as well as picking outfits that you feel like, yeah, this is me. I remember styling a client, and a few times one of her favorite things to say is, this feels like me. Like, having clothes that feel like you and are also flattering on your body will have you walking with your head up high. You will be unstoppable. You will feel like nobody can tell me anything. And that's what I want for you guys, okay? That's what I want. Questions, thoughts, or concerns on where we're at. Okay? Questions, thoughts, or concerns on where we at. Okay? Okay. Okay. All right. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right. So Let me see. Now, what I want to get into is how we get our style together. Today, we're going to really lean in on style, okay? We're going to really lean in on style in a way that I don't think that people know about, okay? So, I'm a personal stylist, and I have been for 11 years. I work with men and women, okay? And if you guys want to connect on either an image audit or getting your personal styling together, I want you to click that orange bubble, put your email, so I can connect with you and send you info on doing so, okay? I will be doing that right after the live. But what I want to get into today is style. We're breaking down style all the way. All the way. In a way that is more, how can I say, detailed than just vibes. Okay? More detailed than vibes. You guys might not know this, but I was a scientist in my past life. I mean, I at least have a bachelor's in science that I never used. But because of that, it makes me look at things in a almost guaranteed formula type of way. I want to make sure that whatever I do for my clients, I can guarantee them the results. How do we do that? By having a formula that you cannot mess up. So I've developed things over 11 years to make sure that every single person can get the results they want. Fair? Okay. So when we're talking about style, more specifically, we have a couple of points. Okay? We've got dressing your body type. Right? You got to dress your body type. We've got the idea of personal style. And personal style here just means taste. Like, what do you like? Right? Do you want to give fairy girly, do you want to give suave gentleman? Like, what do you want to give? Right? That's your personal style. Right? And then colors. Colors are important. Colors are very important. Like, you see how this red is eaten down? Yeah. Colors are very important, honey. Okay? Tell them I told you that. Tell them I told you. All right. Now, these are the components of style, right? Great style is not going to be based around trends. Great style is not going to be based around copying people. And it's also not going to be based around your feelings. And follow me when I say this, okay? Follow me. Great style, so no style. Can't be trend only. You can feature trend, but you can't just be a trend only person. Trendy only people end up hating their closets every year, okay? They buy the trendy things, and then next year they're like, I have to redo my closet. If you are having to do that, you did it wrong. I've been selling for 11 years. I've had certain clients for 10 years, 9 years, 8 years, that we are still using some of the stuff that we got 8 years ago with the new stuff to restyle it. That's a good closet. That's how my closet is. If your closet has to be redone all the time, who the hell you think you are? You're clearly doing it wrong, okay? Even if you have all the money in the world, you should actually go spend more on more couture items, one of a kind, archive, unique, if you have money to blow like that. But if not, then that means you're just setting yourself up to have a horrible closet that doesn't serve you when it's time for you to get dressed. Okay? If you're finding every time somebody invites you somewhere, you have to go buy something, your closet is not working for you. And if my closet is not working for me, and I'm the one who paid for it, it's not working out. It's not working out for me. I'm paying the money for the clothes, and they're not serving me? They don't work for me? No. I can't do it. I don't know about you guys. I can't do it. Okay? So, let me see. I want to make sure I don't ramble. I want to make sure I stay on some of my topics today. All right. So, not based on trends and feelings only. What do I mean by that? The same idea as you don't want to shop trend only. You don't want to shop feelings only. What I mean by that is I see a lot of people who they'll be like, I'm not going to shop. They just make up this idea. I'm not going to shop. I'm not going to buy anything. And they don't buy anything for 6 months. And then one day they feel so bad and horrible and ugly. And they go order all this stuff online. That's trash. That's feelings only. Like you're going into starvation mode. Then you're crashing out. Starvation mode. Then you're crashing out. Oh, I don't have anything. I'm not going to buy anything. I bought too much. Feelings. The feelings. Oh, this is not supposed to be that emotional. Again, go get a journal. Get the feelings out. But don't treat your style and your image that way. That's why the style is really, really suffering. Okay? The style is suffering. Oh, I'm not going to buy anything because I don't know what to buy. And then you go crazy. It's not going to work. Let me show you what's going to work. Let me show you what's going to work. Okay? Let me see. Which color do I want to use? I did get some new markers, but I didn't open them. All right, so let's see. Yeah, I can use this one. All right, let me show you where we want to go with this. So, as a personal stylist, I only shop 4 times a year. I only shop 4 times a year. Maximum 5 times a year. More than that, what the hell is going on? Okay? I need you guys to understand that you should not be shopping all the time. I talked to somebody 2 days ago. She told me she shops every week. What is happening? And she still hates her closet. That's what I mean. All that shopping for what? And you don't even like your closet? No. I'm about to show y'all where we need to be at. Okay? I shop 4 times a year because I'm shopping like somebody with a strategy and a plan. So I always what? Look good. Yeah. Okay? So I'm shopping by quarter. I am shopping by quarter. Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. And I'm not shopping trends only, nor feelings only. I'm considering my full style as well as the thing that y'all might want to run away from when I say, where should I write this? Where should I write this? My ADHD is showing. Let's put dollars. The budget. We need a budget. Okay? We need a budget so that we can do this the right way. I don't want you guys hating your closets every year. Oh my gosh. This is embarrassing. It's tough. Okay? The way that we do that is we shop 4 times a year. But Carla, how can I do that? How can I only shop 4 times a year? Because, and I'm not talking about picking up things. Anybody will pick up something. I could be doing something for my mom and be in a random store and be like, oh, that's a cute little belt. Let me get that. That's not shopping. Shopping is you've got like 5+ items. Like you've actually got a nice little shopping bag in your hand or a nice little box that came in, right? Like that's a real shop, not a pickup. Okay. Now, in order to do that, you need to actually have a budget. We need to have a budget. I find that the women have the hardest time with having a budget. Okay? We have a hard time, but we're swiping. We're swiping, but we don't know the numbers. We need to come up with a number. If you come up with a number, I promise you, your shopping will make more sense all year and you'll have something to show for it. But you're scared because you're going off feelings only. Does that sound like anybody? Is that like anybody? That's what I'm saying. See, somebody said, it sounds like you're talking about my shopping habits. I'm telling you, I know this stuff inside and out because I've been doing this for 11 years and I talk to you guys one-on-one. I understand all the things that are happening. I want us to have a shopping budget. Now, I'm going to give us an example of what this should look like, okay? Because you are shopping with your body type in mind, your style in mind, your colors, obviously your budget, but also your lifestyle, right? How many of you guys can say that sometimes you buy something and then you're like, now, where am I going to wear this? Is that anybody? Like you find this cute outfit. You're like, oh, I got to have it. And they have your size. You're like, add to cart. You pick it up. And then it comes in and you're like, okay, now, where do I wear this again? What do I do with this? Is that anybody? Is that anybody? Is that anybody? Somebody said, that's me. Yeah, is that anybody? I know that is. I know that is. Because that is the perpetual cycle. Okay? And I'm trying to get you out of it. If I can get you out of it, then I can get your style on point. That's what I'm trying to do. Okay? So we're going to put lifestyle. Now, I'm going to use myself as an example. And let's make up a budget. Somebody give me a budget example. Somebody maybe give me an idea of like what they think their budget could be. Okay? I want to use a number. I want to use a number. Somebody give me a budget either like a yearly budget or quarterly. Give me something. Give me something. Give me something, babes. Give me something. Somebody said 3,000. Is that 3,000 in a quarter or a year? Give me something. Give me some numbers and give me some details. Give me some numbers and give me some details. Okay, I'm seeing this. I'm seeing this. Okay, so generally you guys are saying something like 2,000 a year or 500 a quarter. That's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing a lot of like 500 a quarter. And that's not bad. It's not bad. It's not bad. Okay? It's not bad. Where I would want you guys to be ideally in my world, I'm going to tell you, is if we could get it to like 900 a quarter or 1,000. But we'll start with the 5. We'll start with that. We'll start with that. Let's go. So we're going to say 500 a quarter. Okay? So our budget every quarter is 500. Now you need to make sure you have at least that. Again, I want to see the girly pops push that to 1,000 if we could, but I'm going to show you guys what I mean. Okay, so now we've got 500 in every quarter. Oh, beautiful, beautiful. Now what I want us thinking about is, what is our lifestyle? What is our lifestyle? Okay, now let's say your lifestyle is, and I'll use what I'm hearing a lot these days, lifestyle. Let's say our lifestyle is we work from home, okay, but we go into the office twice a month, okay? I'm hearing that a lot. Like they go to the office sometimes, 2 times a month. So you don't need too many work clothes, just a few, okay? Just for those 2 times a month that you go in, the rest of the time you're working from home. So like if you look professional from the top up, it's pretty good. That'll make it happen. Then they probably go like out to dinner or a brunch or something once a week. Okay? Brunch or dinner or lunch, something. Once a week. Beautiful. Okay? So that's what they do in the most time. Then they do go to the gym, right? They're a gym girly. They're a Pilates girly. They're a gym guy. Whatever. Right? And let me see. 1, 2, 3. Anything else I should add on there? What else are they usually saying? Work from home, brunch, gym, mostly at home, or doing casual errands. Errands is a big one, right? Little errands, or you got to leave the house, but you're not doing nothing too crazy. Okay, great. Now, here's how we would look at it. We would look at it in every one of these quarters. How do we prioritize what's important? So let's say it's Q2. Q2 means right now it's warming up. No matter where you live, it's pretty much warming up. So you're going to be outside a little bit more. So maybe this quarter, you're going to prioritize gym and your brunch lunch looks. Okay? So maybe in this time, you're like, okay, I'm going to get me like 1 to 2 gym sets or gym looks or whatever you like. And then I'm going to get me 2 to 3 brunch lunch looks. But here's what you guys are missing. If you do this right, especially the brunch looks, let's say you have 3 outfits. The outfits have pieces. Those pieces need to be able to come to Q3 with us. Yes? And be restyled with some of the new stuff that we get. So let's say in Q2, we're using our 500 to get a couple more gym outfits and Pilates, because maybe you're doing Pilates events, fitness events, and you're out with, with people, and then you're going to brunch and lunch. Okay, that's what we're focused on. Let's say Q3, you have like a work conference that you have to look good for, so it's going to be 2 days, so you're going to need some work stuff, and we're going to continue to be outside, right? You probably got more outside, like day parties, brunch, or like you're going somewhere for the weekend with your girlfriend or something, okay? So now we're going to say Q3, our focus is work from home. I mean, not work from home. Work conference. So now we're going to have 2 great work looks that we get, okay? And then brunch, lunch that we're still building off of. We're going to get us another, let's say another 2 looks. Okay, I'm going realistic on like based how much this costs, okay? Perfect. So now For our brunch or heading out for lunch looks, we have 5 looks that we've gotten, and within like the span of like 4 or 5 months, right? 5, 6 months. But these, it's not just that you have 3 here and 2 here. You realistically probably have 7 now. Because once now you're starting to remix and match these pieces and these items. Beautiful. Now you didn't just waste your money on just one outfit for your cousin's bridal shower, baby shower, or that one party or concert you went to that you never rewear. You need to do it this way. And let's say you're like, okay, Carla, I got all these brunch and lunch and like dinner outfits, whatever. But now in Q4, I know that I have 2 concerts I'm going to. Okay. Maybe this is like your concert era. So you're like more of like, let's see, concerts. And then you're just wanting to focus on like errand looks. Okay? Because right now, you've got a couple things for like lunch and dinner and heading out with your people. And you've got work stuff that's going to hold you over because you got stuff from the conference. You'll kind of mix and play with that because you're only there twice a month. Anyways, right? Now, concerts. The great thing is, some of the pieces from this stuff, from your lunch and brunch looks, should be going here, but you're adding to it. That was a concert, so maybe you got a cool jacket, maybe you got a cool shoe, maybe you're switching out the bottom, maybe you were wearing pants, maybe you're doing some hot shorts now. Do we see how we're like actually building our closet quarter by quarter? Instead of, in Q2, I bought 2 outfits for my $500. And you cannot keep wearing that same outfit. And you barely like it enough because you are so trendy that you don't even really want to wear it because now it's kind of played out, right? No, you need to go based off your actual lifestyle. So now this is going to here. Everything is building off of each other. So now, let's say at the end, right, you were able to get like 3 errand looks, and then you got things to add, like, let me see, you got pieces for the concert. So let's say that you got like 3 pieces to mix in with your other stuff. Because maybe, again, you already had cool pieces that we got over here and over here. This breakdown, building off your lifestyle, is going to make sure that you're actually wearing your clothes. So that when you spend your money, which I want you to spend a little bit more, just a little bit at least, because then all these numbers can double. So now you've got more to build off of every single quarter. So now at the end of the year, right, you're looking at the things that you have and you're like, oh, I have a good amount of brunch outfits. Next year, I want to focus on date night and blah, blah, blah. And you're still building all of your pieces. It's not you bought an outfit that cannot be restyled. If you're only buying an outfit that is so particular, let's say you went to one of those stores like Akira, don't go there. Okay? Please. Buy you some clothes that you can mix and match. It doesn't have to be capsule wardrobe. I don't believe in that. But it has to be something that you can play with at least. Not something so particular. It's like a feather outfit, a feather boa with the rainbow. I saw some outfit at Akira. It was like made of feathers with multicolor. I was like, how you gonna wear that again? You're not. Okay? I want you getting outfits that have pieces so you can move the pieces around. Right? So that you actually have more than what you paid for. Does that make sense? Does this make sense? Is this talking? All right. Is this talking? All right. Now, I want to go through any questions, anything that I see in the chat, etc. Okay? Yes, I absolutely call it a cohesive wardrobe. It is not a capsule. I don't believe in capsules. Most Americans would hate a capsule. And even outside of Americans, most cultural people would hate a capsule because it's stripped a little bit of the interest that some people need. Now, if you have a very clean, minimalist home, if your home is like very clean, stripped down, not a lot of decor, then you might be someone who naturally likes more of a capsule wardrobe. But most people, they're more cohesive. Okay? How do you know if a piece likes you back? Well, it should be flattering to you. Number one, if you want to test for yourself, take a photo of yourself. Sometimes when you're looking in the mirror, you think you look good, honey. Okay? You think you look so good. And then somebody takes a picture of you and you're like, oh my gosh, that dress looks horrible on me. You guys need to take more pictures of yourselves. And look and see, wow, I look good. Or my eye is not stuck on anything. If you take a picture and you're like staring at your stomach, or you're staring at your chest, or you're staring at something, you're like, something looks wrong. It doesn't like you. There should be so much flow. You should be in a flow state, as they say, when you look at yourself and everything likes you back. You're like, ooh, oh my gosh, she looks so good. The hair looks good. The dress looks good. Everything likes each other. They're all touching and the ingredients like each other. Okay? Let's see. What would a piece be as a man? What do you mean by a piece? Did I write that? Oh, like a clothing piece? You mean like a shirt, pants, shorts, a jacket? That's what I mean by piece. Okay. Let's see. Akira, a closet full of statement pieces. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's what I'm saying. Please, if you got a little budget that you found, do not go to spend it at Akira. Because you're wasting your money again. You don't want us to have these, oh my gosh, pieces. It's like, whoa, how are you gonna wear that again? What's the plan? Unless it's your birthday, I don't see what's going on here. Okay? Somebody keeps asking, if hair always looks out of shape and it's hard to straighten it, wig is a solution. A hair expert is a solution. There is no such thing as like, there's this one size fits all. The reason that I even do so much one-on-one work with people is because I will never give a blanket statement to anything. I'm not going to blanket say, oh yeah, just get a wig and throw it on there. Why would I say that? What's the issue here? What is actually the issue? What is the shape that you're trying to get for yourself? What is the style that actually likes you back? That's a bigger conversation. Okay? Let's see. Somebody said, can you start over? Girl, we not reached the end, honey. We not reached the end. Okay. Yep, there we go. $1,000 budget per quarter. I would say that's a really, really good start. Like you're gonna feel the effects faster. That's what I mean. I especially when I start working with a new client, I try to have them spend a little bit more in our first 2 sessions, and then you can lower the amount after. The reason I intentionally do that is because if you can kind of like pump up the shopping in the beginning, you get your results quick and you have outfits to keep you going and show you like, oh, all I need to do now is like trickle in some things. And it's easier for people to like buy into and like understand. Sometimes people get impatient when they're like trickling this way. Okay. Let me see what else. Oh, I'm sorry, the angle's wrong. I'm so sorry. Let me get my life together for next time, y'all. I'm still figuring out everything, I promise. Oh my goodness. Somebody said, I got invited to an important event and I have nothing to wear. I only shop last minute. Babes, can everybody grab my hand for a second? Grab my hand. Let's stop doing that. I need us to stop. And I think it's a thing where it's so common. That's how a lot of us were raised. You went out to shopping. What do you need to go shop for? Oh, you can go shop when we have something to do. It's Easter Sunday. It's a family something. It's a special time. That's the only time you shop. It's back to school. But after that, you don't shop. So you get used to, oh, I only shop when something's coming up. Incorrect. You shop your lifestyle. Y'all see this dress I have? I bought this knowing like my lifestyle. Knowing that people ask me to come and talk, or I have to go network, or I know my lifestyle, so I shop for that, right? I don't buy, let's say, I live in Florida, but I don't buy a lot of swimwear and beachwear and resort wear. There's all these pretty, beautiful things I see, but I don't really go to the beach that much. What I do is I go to clients' homes, I have networking, or I'm connected with people, or I'm speaking somewhere, or, you know, I have a brunch time, or time with the girlies, I have an occasional weekend getaway. That's my lifestyle. I'm shopping for my lifestyle right now. Like right now, I'm in the middle of my Q2 shopping. So after I wrap this up in the next week or so, because it takes me about a week to get all my things together and do my shopping and then whatever, I'm done. I won't be shopping again until July or June or July. and then October, and I'm done. And I'm going to look good every day. Anybody who knows me in real life, whether you're my client on here, you know every time you see me, yeah, today, I tell some people I know, they're like, of course, Carla got to be the fashionista. I look good every time, and I'm only shopping 4 times a year. Only. This is what I'm trying to get us to make style and looking good, not like this big taxing bit of homework. So if I shop, like the client I was telling you the other day, she shops every week. I'm not doing that. I get paid to do that, and I'm not doing that. Now, obviously, I do that for my clients. So if I have clients every week, so I do shop for them, but I'm shopping for somebody different. I'm shopping for Sarah, then Julie, then Monique, then Ed, then Bob. I'm shopping for all these different people. But if you think I am going to shop every week for myself and waste all that time, I have other things I want to do. I want to be with my homegirls at brunch. I want to be at the spa. I want to be watching TV. I want to be on live. I want to be making some money. I don't want to always have to be worried about style, rushing last minute. Shop your lifestyle. If you know your lifestyle is that you go on dates regularly, you work from home, so you don't need that many work items, but you also are always running errands and traveling, you need to focus on those big 3 for you, right? The big 3 parts of your lifestyle, the dating, the errands, I'm always going out. Like, that's what you need to focus on and shop for it now so that you can buy the best things that you love and restyle the pieces. We're doing this backwards because we have to learn how to be better in treating ourselves well and stewarding our money well. Okay? I find a lot of times people who are doing that, it's a money dance. Okay? And I'm going to put this video out. I just filmed a video yesterday about this dynamic of like, we say we want to make money, we start making some money, and then we're still not spending it on ourselves the right way, right? Because if I know my lifestyle, right, and I know I get paid every 2 weeks or every month, whenever you get paid, there's no reason why you don't have a set thing that's putting aside some money every quarter. In a quarter, you're not asking for a lot in a 500 in 3 months. That's 12 weeks. Right? So that way, you're not just waiting until somebody invites you to this thing and you're like, oh my gosh, I want to look cute. But girl, somebody invites me to something right now. I can go in this closet. I could pull out 5 different options and kill it in every one. I'm not stressed. And all the other image components I already have down. Image does not have to be hard. I'm not trying to make it hard for you guys. I'm trying to make it easier. I'm going to show you that if you just come up with a little bit of a system, then you're always going to be like, oh, I look good. I'm ready to go out. That's the cheat. That's what I want for you guys. Okay? Let me see if I missed anything else. Beautiful, beautiful. Let's see. Somebody said, love the shoe closet. Thank you. I got to fix it. I got some shoes that I've taken out because I'm actually wearing them and they're all over the house. Let's see. There we go. Okay, cool. Let me see any new things. Is there any time a capsule wardrobe is a good idea? Yes, I think a capsule wardrobe is a good idea if that's truly your style. What I'm trying to do as a personal stylist is make sure that you guys aren't having to redo your closet. Because I've had people who do the capsule wardrobe and they're like, oh, I was so bored by it. I realized it wasn't my style. I see that happen so much. I try to steer people away from that as their first choice. But let's say you're somebody who travels a lot. You work a lot in your workplace. You don't really want to think about it too much. And you're not trying to necessarily advance in your career. If you're like an ambitious girly who wants to advance, I wouldn't recommend a capsule. But if you're like, hey, I'm here. I want to show up. I don't want to get any trouble. I want my life to be on set easy mode for a little bit because I'm traveling. I'm in and out of suitcases. That's a great time to have a capsule wardrobe. Okay? That's a great time. Somebody said, I love spending money. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, girl, who doesn't? Who freaking doesn't? How do you find your style? I found my style really early. I feel like that's a hard question to ask me as someone who's a personal stylist. Because my style, I've discovered it at 17 and it's been the same. I want to let you guys know that once you get clear on your true style, like I do style tests with every single one of my clients. Once you do that and you discover your style through the style testing that I've come up with, that style never changes. The reason that you think that your style changes or that you're somebody every day or that whatever is because you're so trendy. You haven't found your style yet. So your style, if you feel lost right now, I want you to start paying attention to people who stay in your mind. If you're like, every time I see Issa Rae, every time I see Sabrina Carpenter, every time I see blah, 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 I love what she wears. Focus on that one person that you really, really like their style and start to ask yourself, what do I like? What is it about her style I like? That's going to be the beginning molding of your style. Okay? You got to start tapping in. You can also shop off season for sales. Absolutely. Absolutely. Right now, if you guys don't know, there are a lot of companies that have sales that end tonight or tomorrow. And then Easter's coming up. They're going to do another little sale. And then July is one of the best times to shop because everyone's getting rid of everything. Like, there's a lot of time where you can cheat the system. And again, I'm somebody who's like, I don't want to be shopping all year round. I want to shop 4 times, but make it intentional. Okay? Make it intentional. All right, let's see what else. Okay, babes. I think I done did it. Did I give the people an hour? Did I give them an hour? I'm not sure. Okay, I'm not sure, honey. I'm not sure. But I do know that if you want more of my help or you want one-on-one help, you want to sign up for an image audit, okay? You want to sign up for an image audit, you definitely want to do that, okay? Can you explain shopping in quarters? Yeah, absolutely. So we're shopping in quarters because are you going to do all your shopping at once? No, probably not. I would never recommend that. Even if you're like, Carla, I've got 20 grand. I don't care. I would still split it up, okay? Because yes, we're thinking seasonal, but really we're thinking about how can we build? That's a great question. Like, how can we build? So right now, right? Let me use myself as an example because it's just easier for my brain to think. Okay? In Q1, I knew I was going to be doing a lot of traveling and a lot of work. Okay? Those were going to be the bulk of my closet building, right? Now, in Q2, I'm still going to be working, honey, because it's me. And we're going to be doing more fun, right? So let's say outings, whatever, and traveling. What we want is that everything is building off of each other. So let's say like I had a couple of work items that I loved down in Q1, right? But I want to restyle some of those now. So that's the reason why I don't want to just do it all at once. I want the things that I love the most to keep being styled over and over. So anytime I'm working with a client, I'll say, tell me what you've been loving from our last round. Tell me your favorite things. Because I'm going to go in and say, ooh, how can I restyle that? So how can I take, ooh, you love that trench, that crop trench that we got? Let's find a couple more ways to style it. Oh, you love this? Let me find a couple more ways to style it. So we're adding to it instead of just starting new every time, which is what happens when you shop just for an event or just for an outfit. No, I'm shopping building off momentum. I'm taking that momentum and I'm driving it here, right? So when I was talking about here, I'm like, okay, we got this many brunch looks, but we're going to siphon them in together with the concerts looks. So now all of our clothes are touching and playing with each other. Like they like each other because we were clear about dressing our body. We were clear about our personal style, right? We were clear about our colors and our lifestyle. So now once this is done, again, think about it. If you're shopping on a quarterly basis, you don't always have to be rattling your brain all the time with like, oh, I don't know. Should I buy this? Should I not? You're buying or picking up a random item just because every week and then not knowing how it goes back into your clothes. Like you don't know how it connects again, right? So I've seen this happen a lot where people will say, oh, what's that item? They're like, I don't know. I just saw it and I didn't know what to do with it. No. It needs to be momentum. How can we build off of what we did last time? Ooh, remember that skirt that you got? Yeah, and you bought it with blah, blah, blah. Well, let's restyle it. Let's get some new pieces so that we can add to that. So now you're continuing to build a closet and not just one outfit at a time, right? So you're stuck. Make sense? Okay. How do you pick your colors? Yes. Picking your colors. You need to do a color analysis. There's no other way. AI don't know. AI does not know, honey. For years, people have been coming to me saying, "Oh, I use the AI app," and I go in there and I'm like, "Girl, they're telling all the black girls that they're all winters. We're not all winters. They're telling everybody who has blonde hair, like they're just looking at your general colors and not testing your colors. You have to test the colors because you can look like me and be right next to me. Like I have a client, we look very similar. She joked around. She's like, "Oh, you look like you could be my little sister. She's an autumn. I'm a bright spring." We look completely different in colors. So you have to test colors. If you want a color analysis, reach out to me. I can help you with that. Let's see. Is it good to find inspo from people, celebrities who have similar lifestyle? Yeah, absolutely. As long as you like their style as well. You don't want to be so focused on lifestyle, but you have to like their style as well. But if you can find both, because it's rare sometimes, celebrities sometimes might not have your lifestyle because they're a celebrity. But if you can find somebody whose style you like and lifestyle, oh my gosh, I love that for you. Somebody asked me about romantic body types. Fun fact, I hate kibbe. So, Mary, I love the question, love all of that. And the question actually is why I hate kibbe. I hate the kibbe system. So the question is, can you share any modern inspo recs for romantic body types, especially streetwear and casual? Most inspo is glam. The reason why I hate kibbe is because kibbe cast types you into a style and a taste just because of your body type. And nobody likes that crap. Case in point. So it's like, because this is your body type, you should wear this kind of clothes. It's like, I don't like that kind of clothes. Why are you trying to tell me what to wear? Why are you trying to tell me what to wear so much that now I have to act like I like traditional glam or whatever? No, I don't like that. That's why I don't like kibbe at all, because it goes against all of the real personal styling. So, Mary, let's say you were my client. I wouldn't care a crap about what romantic body type is. I would go and see what your body type is out of the traditional 5 body types. So we've got bottom heavy, top heavy, we've got apple, we've got rectangle, we've got hourglass. The traditional 5 body types that we were taught for years and years. That's what I use. And then I build your style with you from scratch. So everything I do is from scratch. I'm not forcing you to like something. I'm not going to do it because you're not going to stick with it. That's why I have clients for a decade, because I've customized everything for them and they love it here, right? Instead of trying to be like, well, I'm this body type, they say I'm kibbe, and so I have to wear this and I don't really know how to wear it because I don't like it. I told y'all, kibbe is not it. And that's just my opinion. Can you do color analysis virtually? Absolutely. Can do. Do it all the time. Do it every day. Let's see. Can you explain shopping in quarters? Is that seem like I did already? Casual errand looks. This is what the girls are struggling with the most. Guys, I find, don't struggle with this as much. But women really, really struggle with this. But the fun part about casual errand looks is you can decide what's casual to you. And so let's say you were my client, I would do, let's see, who asked me that? Rachel, if you were my client, I would do a style test with you and I figure out your body type. And then I would use your style to dictate what your casual looks like. Because not everyone's casual is the same. My casual is fancy, okay? Can't lie to you. But sometimes it goes edgy, right? Some other people's casual is very clean, simple. Other people's style is very girly, feminine. So we've got to figure out what your style is, and then we can turn the dial a little bit. But the great thing is, again, you get to decide, right? You get to decide. So I think about some outfits that I put together for casual. I have one girly pop. She loves a dress. No matter what, she's going to choose a dress first. So we came up with a lot of flowy and casual, casual denim dresses or button-down dresses, cool dresses and sneakers and shoe combinations with accessories to do her casual because she wants to be in a dress. That's just her. Then I have another client who she loves street style and kind of very, street style, streetwear, edgier. right? Like true street style. So like a cargo, a baggier pant, a cool shaped pant, maybe a cropped hoodie, or like a structured hoodie, like all these cool things that you would think about, like New York style or Atlanta style, like those type of things. She really likes that. So her style was more jeans, pants, like cool cuts, boots, short, like things that were really edgy. So you've got to not just say casual errand looks, right? You've got to say, what's my style too? Is that fair? Casual looks that aren't athleisure is where I struggle. Yeah, Mary. And Mary, I really think that's because you haven't honed in on what your particular parts of your style are. It's very common, right? Because we'll go to athleisure because it's easy, right? It's a set, it's comfy, it's stretchy. You kind of can't mess it up. We all kind of like athleisure generally, but that's probably not what you want to be wearing every day. So I would say for you, Mary, you are perfect for an image audit. You need to sign up for an image audit because during the image audit, I could do a style test with you and at least figure out where's your style, like where does it land, and start putting some details and some direction towards that. All right. Okay. All right, babes. I'm hungry. I'm out of here. If you want to talk to me, sign up for an image audit, or make sure you send in your email on that orange bubble so I can follow up with you. Until then, I don't know when I'll be back. Definitely always here on a Sunday. I can promise to be here on a Sunday around 7 p.m. But other than that, I try one day a week, but I can't promise because I do be working. I do be working with y'all. So sometimes people book evening calls and things, and so I can't really get on here. So until then, babes, I hope you guys look amazing.